Welcome back to the channel. Monica Lube here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of April. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Leo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so Leo, your challenge here is the Temperance. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? So your biggest challenge, Leo, has a lot to do with the Temperance. Temperance typically talks about moderation, being in harmony, balance. It talks about taking your time, not rushing things. We're gonna find out more about why this is your challenge for the month of April in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Leo, you have the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Cups. So I feel like in the recent past, there was this very strong energy here of you being very different from somebody here that you're dating or seeing. I feel like there was a very strong imbalance here, okay, between you and a specific person. Again, could be a romantic friend, could be, you know, a family member, could be, you know, just a non-romantic friend, a platonic friend. We're going to find out more when we clarify this for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of communication happening in the present moment. And I feel like this communication that's happening in the present moment has a lot to do with some sort of boundaries that you're setting. Either you're setting boundaries right now in the present moment, or for some of you, if you're not setting boundaries, a lot of you are very quick to reconcile with someone or come back together with someone, okay? And it's gonna be different for everyone depending on your story. So we're gonna clarify this. We're gonna get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, and you have the Tower. So it looks like for you in the near future, there's something here that you don't want to give up on. And again, it could be somebody that you're dating or seeing, but something here starts to crumble. Something here is not stable. And it's in a way forcing you to recognize what is coming to an end or what is closing out. Now, one of the things that I do want to mention to you, Leo, is that if you're a rising Leo, for you, there's definitely something here about changes happening in your relationships. With Pluto entering into Aquarius and it's at 0 degrees, a lot of you are sensing something different when it comes to your relationships, your partnerships, dealing with the other. There's something here that's changing and transforming. And this is going to happen over the next 3 months, even though this is a reading just for the next month. That's something that you're going to start to see more and more in the month of April. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords in reverse. Someone here can no longer get away with, you know, lying, cheating, stealing, taking advantage of the situation. You're very well aware of people who come in and try to take advantage of you. A lot of you are choosing in the near future, in terms of what you don't see coming, is disconnecting from anybody that you don't trust, anybody that comes across as shady. And because you've been through this before, Leo, you can immediately sense it. In April, you can immediately sense it because Pluto is in that 7th house now, and Pluto is changing the way you look at relationships, the way you deal with people, the way you interact with people. Are people even there, you know, to help you or benefit you, or are they just there to take from you? And a lot of you are learning that now. And that's why there's been a lot of depression, or there will be a lot of depression, because a lot of you are not really going to get it. A lot of you are going to say, well, why is this happening? Why am I going through this? And if you're aware of the knowledge and you're aware of what's going on, you're not going to be depressed. Okay. So if depression does set in because things are changing and things are no longer the same, you know why. It's because now you're more aware of who actually is there to contribute to you, or who is there just to use and abuse you. And that's been a very big energy for you, especially, you know, in March in your previous readings, because the Seven of Swords kept popping out all the time. Now it's in reverse. So that's a good thing. So you're learning now. You're learning. It's all a learning process, okay? So let's talk about your challenge. Let's clarify the Temperance, and let's see why it's here for you. What is it that you need to know? So the Temperance is clarified by So the Temperance is clarified by the 10 of Wands. You have the King of Swords and you have the Knight of Swords. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that there's something in your life that's finally coming to an end that's been extremely difficult. In the month of April, first of all, I just want to say this to you, Leo, April's amazing for you. The reason why is because the sun is going to be in Aries, which is a fellow fire sign to you. And depending on, you know, whether or not you're a sun, your moon, or a rising, this is going to affect you differently. There's something here about you letting go or cutting off difficult situations. So anything that's been burdensome, anything that's been difficult for you, anything that's been holding you back, you're going to start becoming extremely logical. However, one of the things that Spirit is saying in the month of April with the Temperance is to have patience with yourself and have patience with others, okay? And the reason why is because in the month of April, Mercury is going to be retrograding in Taurus, which is going to square your sun, your moon, or rising, because Taurus is at a 90-degree angle from all the fixed signs, okay? So because Taurus is squaring your sun, moon, or rising, there could be some form of tension. But this tension that's happening is showing you what has become a burden that I need to slash out, okay? So Knight of Swords is slashing out the 10 of Wands quickly. That's what you're doing in April. You're saying, okay, what's holding me back? Okay, slash, get rid of that. What's not serving me? Slash, get rid of that. Something's holding you back and it's been very burdensome and you're going to get really logical on it, but you need to be patient with yourself and others because it will be a process. It's not something that's going to happen, you know, immediately. It is a process, but you are recognizing how urgent this matter is because something here has been so burdensome on you and it's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like I want to move on. And I want to move to the next level. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge, being patient during this Mercury retrograde, especially closer to the end of April. Okay. And I believe the Mercury retrograde for you is happening. Where is it happening? Let me just do the math. This is happening. Actually, this is happening in your career, I think. Okay, because I think Taurus is ruled by your 10th house. If I'm wrong, you can comment in the comments, but I think the 12th house is ruled by Cancer, and then you have Gemini in the 11th house. Yes, and Taurus is the 10th house. Yes. So something here could be burdening your career. Okay, something here could be creating some sort of tension here. So you need to quickly deal with it in order to be able to have that new beginning. And that's what the 10 of Wands is about. The 10 of Wands is recycling into the Ace of Wands, okay, which is that new beginning. So let's talk about the recent past for you. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords in the recent past. Something here happened really quickly. Page of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. So in the recent past, I feel there was an apology or there was some sort of offer here in the past to have some sort of new beginning. There could have been some sort of communication about needing to start something new, needing to do something in order to be able to come back together and celebrate here in the past. Some of you started something new here in the past and it really led to maybe more communication, more happiness here. I do feel very strongly, King of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles, you could have been dealing with somebody here in the past, Leo, where you weren't equal. There was a lack of balance here in the past. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles in the recent past for Leo. 10 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. The reason why something here ended in the recent past was because it was taking too long to manifest. There could have been a promise here in the past. There could have been some sort of expectation. Somebody here felt like they were stabbed in the back, which led to instability, which led to something here breaking down and no longer working. Okay. There's something here about pizza in the past. I don't know what that's about. Comment, let me know. There's something here about pizza. Okay. Tell me more about the Page of Cups in the recent past for Leo. Justice, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. In the recent past, even though there was this desire to have a new beginning in love, to set things right, something here really affected that from happening. And again, something became unstable here in the past. So there was a possibility for you and this person to reconcile, to set things right. But because something here ended very badly and it led to a lot of pain, it led to some sort of structure that once was very stable to crumble. Something here just crumbled, and it was like, okay, how are we going to get back to where we were before? There's so many issues here. 10 of Swords is a representation of all the issues. you know, and then the 10th sword is the final straw. So something happened here where it kept happening and happening, and over time something started to break down. Things started to move very slowly, and there was an opportunity here to maybe have a new beginning. Some of you may have decided to move towards new love in the past, or some of you decided to set something right with someone from the past and ultimately have a new beginning. So depending on your situation, those are the energies that I'm seeing here in the past. Now, in the present moment, someone's reaching out to you, okay? It could be a past lover, or it could be friends. There's something here that's some sort of important communication that's coming in for you. So let's talk about that. What is this communication all about with the 8 of Wands for Leo in the present moment? So the 8 of Wands is clarified by the 3 of Swords. You have the 2 of Cups and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like for you in the present moment, there is this communication coming in. Okay, it's not going to resonate with all of you, but there's communication coming in from somebody here that you had either issues with, a relationship, someone here who hurt you or caused you some form of pain. Some of you are still hurt over a relationship that didn't work out. However, because the Wheel of Fortune's here, this is indicating the conjunction that's going to happen on April 11th in Aries, which is going to be conjunct Jupiter and the sun. And you are the sun. So wherever the sun is, whatever the sun is doing in the sky, whatever it's aspecting or whatever's happening in the sky is going to very much affect you, especially if you are a rising Leo. Okay. So I feel as well that there's going to be some sort of important communication coming in from someone here who has a potential to be in a relationship with you. And this is happening two ways. Either someone from your past is reaching out and they love you and they want to talk about how they can make things better and bring forth some form of change, or this is someone new who's coming in, that during the time that you're hurt and you're in pain, a new person comes in and they're able to kind of show you what opportunities they have to bring forth to you. Because if you are let's say a rising Libra and you are a Leo, well, you have a lot of activity happening in that 7th house. Now, if you're a rising Leo, that is going to be different depending. So it's going to be different for everyone. So some of you are going to be open to, you know, resolving a conflict with someone from your past. Others of you are moving towards meeting new people that have the potential to bring opportunities in your life. So tell me more about the 3 of Cups in the present moment for Leo. You have the 4 of Wands, you have the 3 of Wands, and you have the Hangman. So it's interesting, right? Because this has a lot to do with you either A, moving forward, or B, choosing to not move forward. There's two options here. So some of you may decide to reconcile with someone here and be open to looking at things from a different perspective. This has a lot to do with a marriage or a commitment. Okay. Others of you are looking at a situation from the bigger picture and you're asking yourself, if I do decide to move forward in this direction, is it one that's going to lead to some form of stability for me? Tell me more about the 7 of Wands in the present moment for Leo. You have the High Priestess, the 9 of Swords, and you have the 7 of Cups. So in the present moment, remember how I was saying there's something here about a commitment? There's that commitment. There's a lot of fear and anxiety surrounding relationships, okay, in the month of April. And the reason why is because if you're a rising Leo, like I said, Pluto is in that 7th house. So Pluto is going to change the way you look at relationships, the way you look at the other person, whether or not you're even open to even being in a relationship with someone. You have options in April, especially in the present moment, you have options. But you're also in this place, Leo, where you don't know if you want to open yourself up to someone. You don't know if you want to commit to this because it is creating some sort of anxiety and fear. Perhaps all the options that are showing up to you are not ones that you want. But there could be one important person that shows up in the month of April that you see may have the potential that you're looking for, okay? So this is why your challenge is the Temperance, because in the month of April, you may be wanting to take that action. You may want to pursue something really quickly, but it's not advised, especially during Mercury retrograde. I mean, you can get to know people and be open to it, but committing yourself to something right away without really knowing somebody is not really advised here because it could lead to the 3 of Swords again. And this is why a lot of you are being discerning in April, because the 7 of Swords is in reverse. Nobody can get away with anything anymore when it comes to you. It's like you're now aware. Okay. Now in the near future, there's a tower moment. There's something here that you don't want to give up on, but it gives up on you, or you just choose to give up on it. And again, whatever happened in the past is going to repeat itself if you're not willing to see and heed the lesson. So let's talk about this so you can be consciously aware of it when and if it does happen. Let's clarify the tower. So the tower is clarified by the 8 of Swords, the Emperor, and the 2 of Wands. So in the near future, I'm really strongly getting that if you decide to reconcile with someone, it's just going to lead to another separation. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but that's what Mercury retrograde is doing ultimately. Okay. During Mercury retrograde, exes tend to come back. Things from the past tend to come back. As I look at the clock, it's 9:11 right now. So, it's showing, it's telling you that, it's up to you. If you want to repeat the same cycle and the same lesson again, you can. But there's something here in the near future that looks very stable, but at the same time, it just crumbles. So it's really important that whatever it is that you're pursuing, because in the near future, you're pursuing a path. Okay, you're making a decision on the direction that you want to take. Make sure it's a direction that's going to lead to the stability that you're looking for. Stability can mean financial. Stability can be, a house. Stability can be, monetary. Stability can be, people, depending on what you consider stable. It's really important that you're wise when you're making a decision on the path that you want to take. Because for many of you, depending on the decision that you choose to make, it's going to lead you in one or two directions here. There's something here that you don't want to give up on in the near future with the 9 of Wands. Why is it here? What does Leo need to know? You have the Ace of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. So in the near future, someone here wants to work things out with you. There's an offer that's coming in, okay? For some of you, this is a new offer. For some of you, this is an ex coming back and wanting to work things out. And you may need to reevaluate your situation and ask yourself, do I still want to put energy into this? Is it worth my energy and time? Because some of you choose to maybe take an opportunity here that, in the beginning, it looks great, but then, that promise is there again, right? So if you're somebody who has been dealing with people and they've been promising, and then when it comes time to take action, they can't, match their words with their actions, then that's a lesson that you've already learned that you don't want to repeat again. Because somebody can say to you, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then they never do it. So a lot of you in the near future are looking for that stability. You're looking for that stability. Okay, tell me more about the Emperor in the near future for Leo. 7 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. A lot of you are quick to rush towards something because someone makes a promise. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, there's going to be a lot of money involved. But the truth is someone here is not honest. And the same thing is repeating again. Same thing's repeating again. This could be very much connected to your career, your money, your finances, okay? Because when Mercury retrogrades in Taurus, it retrogrades connected to Venus, and Venus is all about money, value, beauty, especially Taurus. Taurus is the money pot, the symbol of the money pot. If you look at the astrological symbology of it, right? So make sure whatever it is that you're pursuing in the near future, it's one that could be backed up with facts and real stability, not somebody just saying, hey, I'm going to do this and this for you, and then they don't do it. Because all that does is lead to a tower. And you've already been through this, Leo. You've already been through it many times. 7 of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. You know already. You see how the King of Wands is looking at the 7 of Swords? You already know when someone doesn't have your best interests at heart. You feel their energy. You feel their vibe. You see how they act. Don't listen to words. Look at actions. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? So the advice is the Ace of Cups, the Devil, and the 2 of Wands. It's really important that when you're deciding to pursue new love or a new beginning in general, you look out for the red signs. You look out for the red flags, the red signs. Okay, so people will show you who they are. Okay, don't just listen to the words. Look at how this person's acting. Look at what they're doing. In order for you to make the right decision is going to be presented to you in a certain way. Okay, so when it comes to new love, do not ignore the red flags. Do not ignore it, and you'll see it. Okay, I don't have to explain. It's going to be different for everyone, but you're going to know. You're going to say, "Oh, this feels familiar. This feels like I've been here before. This feels like I've experienced this before." And when that happens, don't ignore the signs, because you don't want to end up in a tower moment again, like you were in the past. This is about you having a new beginning. This is about you manifesting, creating the new beginning that you want, and choosing, most importantly, the path that you want to go down. Okay, it could be path A or path B. But make sure you're looking at the red flags, because they're going to present themselves in April, especially during Mercury retrograde, and especially with Pluto being in that 7th house, okay? So this is what I have for you, Leo. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.